Hey, happy New Year's. Karina here, your lucid living coach. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm a healing arts astrologer, and I'm here to talk a little bit about January 2024. I have been sick, been down, and same with my cat, Miss Miyagi. So we're just chilling here. I finally could talk better. I had a sore throat, congestion, and it was like, I don't know, the flu mixed with COVID. I didn't know what the heck I had, but I am on the mend, and I really wanted to get this information out to you because 2024 is packed with lots of change and lots of transformation. Now, it already has started. So last night for the New Year's, December 31st, before midnight, there was an X-class solar flares. Okay. So we weren't the only ones setting off fireworks. The sun was too. And it's heading to Earth and it should be arriving tomorrow on, well, if you're watching this, maybe today on June, January, around probably January 3rd, I'd say. It takes a couple days, but it could be faster. It could be on the 2nd. But 5 class solar flare is very strong. It's a very, very strong solar flare, and we haven't had one since September of 2017. And that's really when I started talking about these solar flares. I even did a interview on New York radio and I talked about it. And I just wanted to give people a heads up that the sun is, doing its little activities like it always does. But because Earth is going through a magnetic pole shift, our magnetosphere is weak. So we're feeling these more, hence more earthquakes, more, events, weather changes and shifts too, right? And so that's definitely going to be wrapping up, and it already has. And so what happened during this X-class solar flare, I have an app and an earthquake app, and it was going off and it went off twice, and there was 2 huge earthquakes in Japan last night at around 11:10. There was a 7.5, and that was in Anamizu, Japan, and then another one the same place at 11:18 and that was a 6.2. So those are 2 huge earthquakes. Now these are things that we're going to start seeing a little more. And another one, a 5.6 at 1 a.m. this morning in Japan. Wow, Japan's just been getting hit. So wow, that Anamizu, it looks like they had quite a few. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they had 7, but within the last day, 24 hours. But it looks like the one at 11:10 p.m. was a 7.5. And that was the one that potentially have really big tsunami. So now there's a possible tsunami warning and stuff like that. So this is the kind of stuff that I've been talking to you guys about. And this is why I have this app. This is why I do my research on, it's called space weather. And it provides like what the sun's doing. See, it has the activity. I like this one because it kind of shows you where the black corona holes are. So I don't see any right now, but there was a long one there a few days ago. And then you can look at the KPs. So this is a really good app to have. I have my my earthquake app, and I'm drinking juice from the juice house because I have had no energy to juice. But this is the kind of stuff that we're going to be seeing. So I've been preparing everyone since 2017, even on my Instagram. So if you're not on my Instagram, go over to Lucid Living Coach, follow me there. I'm Karina Aragon. I have a blonde wig on, and I do a lot of updates on that kind of stuff. Now we're into Capricorn season, and the new moon in Capricorn is going to be January 17th. Oh no, I'm sorry. January 11th at 3:57 a.m. And that's going to be a 20-degree new moon in Capricorn. And you know what? I'm going to pull it up for you so you guys could see what this new moon is about. Let me give you some dates real quick. Okay, so the things I want to kind of touch base on is the new moon in Capricorn, which is happening January 11th. Sorry, my brain is still not functioning. The sun is going to conjunct Pluto. Okay, this is a big one. January 19th. And this is going to be the last sun Pluto, I think the last sun Pluto conjunction in Capricorn, because Pluto is entering in Aquarius January 21st. And Mercury just went direct, stationary direct today. So if you felt tired, you can't think straight, you felt a little like ungrounded, that's definitely one of the reasons. And let me see what else. There's something else. Oh yeah, the moon is in Virgo. So the moon is ruled by Mercury. Mercury's stationary direct, coming up to Mars, and it's opposite Neptune. So of course, yeah, we're not going to feel very solidified. You could kind of felt like things were shifting and changing. Like I thought, oh, I'm in my routine, right? I want to go to Costco and get the stuff so I could juice, and I was going to go to the gym, and they were both closed today. I'm like, oh, I guess everything's closed today. I thought gyms were open for some reason on the 1st of January because that's when everyone wants to go work out. I guess in shape, or some are open, but not mine. So after I mean, I was just kind of like, oh, what am I gonna, okay, I'm not gonna do anything. Everything I wanted to get done. So I'm gonna have to do that maybe tomorrow. But Jupiter went direct on December 30th. And Jupiter will conjunct Uranus, because they're going to both be moving direct, April 17th. And that is going to be a mind-blowing day. Okay. There's like a stellium of Aries energy. We have Pisces energy, and then we have Uranus conjunct Jupiter, which could be, earthquakes. I mean, it could be craziness. It could have something to do with, I mean, a solar flare that could hit Earth, and then there's not like, it would affect our value system. Like, I mean, it could be all kinds of things. I haven't looked super deep into it, so just like take those with a grain of salt, what I just said. But those are because Uranus and Jupiter are in Taurus, and Taurus is about our values. It rules the second house. It's about our resources. It's about our money, currency. And so Uranus is here to shake things up and to move things into more progressive area. And this is why we're seeing more cryptocurrency, why we're seeing more digital currencies, because we're all, moving away from this paper money. Not that I am excited about moving away from the paper money, but it's just something that's happening. And that's kind of been this, I think, big agenda, why so much has went down, why we're being forced into our homes and more online. And so that was kind of the plan. So now, everyone sees how this online thing is actually working. So we're kind of, we're evolving. And yeah, it's all new. And yes, it could be really frustrating. There's always going to be pros and cons to everything. So there's pros and cons to paper money, and there's going to be pros and cons to digital currency. It's not going to be any different because it's all bank owned. It's not diversified. The government would not do that. They want complete power. Okay. Cryptocurrency is diversified, and Bitcoin, okay, is diversified. It's not owned by a bank. It's owned by the people that put their money in there. And so let me see if I could pull this up for you real quick. I'm going to share right here. Okay. So here's the new moon in Capricorn happening on January 11th. It's at 20 degrees, and guess what's there? Pluto, the planet of transformation in Capricorn. Capricorn is the seagoat. It's about climbing to the top. It is about our work. It's about hard work and diligence and our career and legacy, which it rules the 10th house, which is in this chart, Virgo, because it's a rising Sagittarius if you're on the West Coast. Now, there's a lot of transformation happening in this new moon. I think because the planets are starting to move direct, we're starting to get clearer on exactly what we want to manifest, because we're seeing people clearer. We're seeing our relationships or our friendships or our family or our bosses or our clients. We're seeing people very clearly now. It's like a wool has been pulled over our eyes for a bit, and now it's off and we could see. So now the plan is clear, because sometimes if we're in the air, or people that have us up in the air, we don't know where to direct our energy, our plans, our future. And so, people have been showing their true colors. This Mercury retrograde, Mercury just went direct today. So that was like 3 weeks of just like reevaluating, reassessing, like where we wanted to be, because it was in the retrograde was in Sagittarius. So wherever that is in your chart, it's at 22 degrees, went direct today. And so I think things are starting to become really clear now that Mercury has gone direct, now that Jupiter's direct, which was the biggest planet, which we definitely felt. And at this new moon, everything will be direct but Uranus. Now let's look over at the ephemeris. Oops. I want to just show you. New share. This is an ephemeris. This is where I get all the information from the past and the future. It's on astro.com. Pretty amazing. It's science. This is why astrology is not voodoo. This is science. We have the day, you have the sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, the nodes, the moon's nodes, and Black Moon, Lilith, and Chiron. Now, if we go over to Uranus, we can look at when it's going direct. Here it is. The D means direct. It's going to go direct on January 27th, around then, 26th. And then this is where they meet. I'll show you. April 17th, we have Jupiter at 21 degrees of Taurus, and we have Uranus at 21 degrees of Taurus. So they'll be conjunct. See, Uranus will be stationary pretty much all of April. And that's go time. That's spring. That's the real new year. The new beginning, spring. The Gregorian calendar, okay, we have New Year's in the middle of winter. Or whatever. I never get that, but whatever. Happy New Year. So when this is going to be a crazy month. I just want did I? Let me see. Where, oh, here it is. I just want to show you guys what's going on here. Man, this chest thing it's gotten so much better. Man, I thought I was like gonna die. It's like I felt like a little kid, you know, when little kids have really bad congestion, they're like wheezing and they're like hacking. That was me. Wasn't pleasant. I'm glad the worst part is behind me. Is it this one? Yeah. So here's April 17th. And you have Uranus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus. Value systems. Our value. For me, it's in my 10th house of career and legacy. Okay. Some big shift is going to happen for me. The sun will be in Aries conjunct Chiron. Chiron is conjunct Mercury retrograde again. Okay, this will be the round 2. It went direct today. And then it looks like it'll be retrograde again in April. Mercury goes retrograde about 4 times a year. So Venus is in Aries conjunct Mercury. So what we call this is a stellium. Anything that's 3 or more planets. And what do you know? The North Node. Okay, this is like where we're focusing. The fighter, the warrior, fighting for our autonomy. They go at it alone. They don't care. They don't need their opposite, Libra. They don't need someone to go with them or to agree with what they're doing. Or Aries don't care. They only care about what they believe, and they're going to fight for what they believe. And the universe has this node here during this perfect little timing of the end of the world, 2024 to 2025. And the universe is asking us to fight and stand up for our rights into the new world, that we will not be dragged back into the old world, the reptilian world, the world where we had the wool over our eyes. We couldn't see clearly for so many generations, trusting the system, trusting the pharmaceutical, trusting that the whole system is corrupt. And more evidence is keep coming out. And if you don't know that by now, then you're not paying attention. You're asleep. You're in 3D. We need to wake the fuck up. It's 2024. Okay. Let's see things for what they are. Politicians are corrupt. Sorry. But until someone proves me wrong, like, let's get a president in there that we elect. Not that we're given, oh, like a little kid, would you like this color, this color, this color? Well, I don't want any of those colors. I want the color over there. I want to vote that color in. Can I have that color? I like purple. So let's not get it twisted. We have been fooled that we have freedom when we don't. And when that pandemic happened, that's when I really saw how much control we don't have and how much freedom we don't have, because we're being forced to put things into our body. We're being forced to shut down our businesses. We're being forced to stay in our houses. No. This is America. That is not supposed to go down here. Okay. So then you can see Pisces. Okay. You have Neptune, you have Mars, and you have Saturn, and they're all sitting together, and they're sitting pretty delusional as what it looks like to me, but it's also ending, because Pisces isn't ending. It is the last sign of the zodiac. It's where you go to die, really. And this is why a lot of us are saying it's the end of the world, because Saturn is structure. It's our systems, and it is in Pisces. And Neptune is in Pisces, and it's at 28 degrees. Neptune is going to go into Aries first, and then Saturn, and that will be the beginning of the new world. So we're going through a huge transformation, and it's all about community. It's all about togetherness and standing up for what you believe, regardless of what you think people might think, because that's not courage. That's a sheep. And we don't like no sheep. Okay. So here's Pluto at 2 degrees of Aquarius, and it is happy to be here out of Capricorn, where it's been for so long. And it's going to really help bring forth this age of Aquarius. Pluto is the planet of transformation, right? But it also digs up things that were hidden. So we're going to be seeing a lot of things being dug up in humanity. Dirt. I'm talking like dirty stuff, like things that have been hidden about humanity and the rulers of this humanity, but also AI, because artificial intelligence is ruled by Aquarius. We're going to see a lot of negative aspects to the AI. And this is what, a 30, is it 20 or 30 year? I think it might be 20 of Pluto and Aquarius. And it is Pluto's the death planet as well. So Aquarius is also rules humanity. So we are going to see more death. And this isn't to fearmonger, but it is what it is, because we're going through a huge transformation here on Earth. So just preparing, doing whatever you need to do to prepare for this 20-year cycle. And so there's no shocks, no surprises. The magnetic pole shift is real here on Earth, right? Everything flips polarity. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that. Um, stop sharing for now. Mm. So I don't really do resolutions because I kind of do those all year round. I work out at the gym a lot. I eat healthy, and I'm just eating more healthy. I haven't always been healthy. You know, it's like, yeah, okay. When I was in high school, when I was in college, I shopped at Trader Joe's. It's overly packaged, kind of still processed. Um, frozen foods. Now I'm into raw foods, raw eating, juicing, and eating vegetables. I'm still gonna do cooked food eventually. Um, I'll have my cheat days for sure, but I'm just preparing for a juice cleanse. And I'm gonna start mine on January, or no, yeah, January 11th, because that's the full or the new moon, which is going to feel like more of the new year. I think it's really hard to start anything during a death or a winter period. Most things should be started in spring, in Aries season. But the new moon, great time to start new things. Okay. Doesn't matter winter, fall, spring, summer, right? New moons are new beginnings. It's good to start manifestations about 3 days after a new moon. You kind of want to sit during that black moon because there's no growth there, right? We can be thinking about what we want to manifest next. So I do resolutions every new moon. So I do them throughout the whole year. And if you ever would like to work with me as a coach, I show you how to work with the cycles, and I show you your chart and how you can take control of your own chart. Now, that's my life coaching. Whatever you want to manifest into your life, whether that's healthier, you want to lose weight, you like you want to get out of the job, start your own business, I could look at your chart and help you figure out what are the good times and what your destiny is. And then, or you can just do the reading and have me do it. I personally think it's important for us to know our charts personally. And starting off with a reading is a really good start. But to know your chart and know how the transits affect your chart, you don't have to be an astrologist. Or an astrologer. I don't think, but I've been pretty far into it. I'm a really good teacher. So yeah. But I feel like I've been mumbling. I gave you those dates. There's just a lot. There's just a lot that's going to be going down. Like, I feel like in governments, in weather, uh, in solar activity, I think the presidential elections are going to be crazy. I predicted, I predicted he was going to be next president right when, um, what's his name? Oh God, our president, Biden. Yeah, when Biden was in office, I predicted that Trump would be the next president. Just looking at his chart, I'm going to take a look at his chart again. I think that would be kind of fun to do it on my YouTube channel and just see what's transing for him, because he is a rising Leo, and it is a good year for Leos in career. And yes, I know he's a Gemini, but he's a rising Leo. And so there's a lot of things that are going to be happening in his career and legacy. So, yeah, I mean, I think the news portrays something very different than what really is happening in politics, at least. And all right, well, I think I'm gonna pull up those notes again. Yeah, the Pluto conjunct Sun will be on the 19th. The Sun is in Capricorn. I think there's just going to be a lot of shifts in people's like work, careers. Pretty much the Leo Sun, right? Because the Leos are ruled by the Sun. A lot of Leos are going through that transformation, okay? Because Pluto is conjunct the ruling Sun. Pluto is still associated with Scorpio. So Scorpio, Leo energy is coming together. And that's going to be interesting. So it's going to be like right after this new moon that we're having on the 11th. So really get whatever that you want to do for your New Year's resolution or whatever you want to put in place. It's go time. Because now most planets are direct. Miss Miyagi, get off there. Get off. Come over here. Get off my day planner, please. Thank you. Yeah, I think, yeah, I talked about everything I really wanted to talk about. All right, guys. Everyone that has ordered readings for me, they are on their way soon. I'm just starting to get things back in order since the holidays and being sick for a week. So I'm going to start working on those. So pretty much I'm a week behind. So yeah, I got you though. It's crazy, but everything always comes in divine timing. And if you're interested in the reading, please go over to my website at lucidlivingmovement.com. And I'm hosting a paint and sip on January 14th at William Welch Wines in downtown Martinez at 2:00. Live music. Be there or be square. Let's start that New Year's off right in community, because that's what it's about with Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto in Aquarius is about the community and coming together and making things happen. When everything falls apart, let's put this on a smaller level. Instead of government, it's our parents, okay? And let's say that we're the children, okay? If let's say our parents, we find out our parents are, been doing illegal things and they get arrested, the kids need each other, right? So they need to work together to make things happen, to take care of the household, to eat. So that's what I'm saying. Community is so important. So find your tribe, find your feather, and stick together during the next 20-year cycle. But for sure, the next 2 years. All right, guys. Peace out. Your Lucid Living Coach, Karina.